Hey guys, it's Becky. If you're new here, then welcome. And if you're already a subscriber, thanks for coming back. Long time no see, I do know. I've been missing, I've been MIA. I explain more, it's weird because I just started filming a monthly setup in my planners, and then I haven't got the monthly subscription from Colourcaf. So I couldn't finish that video, but I was talking in that video like it was today, like it's Monday, but it's not Monday. Well, it's Monday now. You're seeing this on Monday. Tomorrow's video you are meant to be seeing on Monday also. That, by the by, doesn't matter, you don't care. Flip through, planners, plan chat, flip through of May. Done some stuff, loving the stuff, enjoying myself, whale of a time, love it. Talking about some other planners. We're getting down into the bones. Getting into the bones. So, as you all know already, I'm obsessed with Colourcaf, so everything and anything that I own goes in a Colourcaf pouch. So let's get the planners out, shall we? This is the first edition pouch that Colourcaf did. People keep asking me about this pouch. I'm sure she will bring it back into stock, this specific colourway eventually, but as of right now it's not. But she has got the other covers and colours that I've shown you. Right, so what do we have? We have our N1 standard size from Sterling Ink. We have a Happy Planner Mini from Cloth and Paper. It's not really cloth and paper, it's a mixture of loads of different planners, but it's Happy Planner Mini. And then I have a B6 in this gorgeous Banderspec cover that I D-ringed, that was gifted to me by a lovely subscriber. So if I was to put them in some kind of order, it'd probably go in this order. So this is my brain. This is what I set up recently to help me not fall off speak Becky words, to keep me going, to not fall off the mum road. What am I trying to say? To keep on top of tasks. So I have my inbox. That's one thing that I've noticed. I'm not very good at keeping up with an inbox. I will put it in other places, but I'm not very good at specifically putting it on an inbox place. And then what I do utilise a lot is my monthlies. So the first month that I did in here was April. So I just put anything and everything that comes in on the monthly, and then I know it's down somewhere. And then in May, that was last month, so we've just finished half term. The kids have gone back to school today, which is Monday. It was our 12-year anniversary yesterday. Sometimes I decorate this, sometimes I don't. I have got little dot stickers on there. They are to, let me bring you in. They're Casey's GCSE days, so I know when she's in school and when she's not, because she has finished school. Oh, she's finished school already. She's only going in for GCSEs. So let's get to the weeklies. So I started it in April, and I used a few stickers, and I write like what I need to do for the week. This is where I tend to end up putting my to-do list, and I just put recurring tasks, anything at a quick glance. This was the next week. I do like having the washi tape there. I used some Coffee Monster Co icons there. I liked that. I like that I can come in here and decorate if I want, but I can forward plan and everything if I want as well. This is another little decorated one. Write down Casey's exams, and then this was quite a busy, full week here. I had Loki's birthday, loads of to-dos. Willow and Loki had dentists, had to get presents, after school clubs, loads of things there. The next week, see, this is more of a blank one, and don't know why that is. But it is. And this one is half term. Started half term. And then this is half term. So as you can see, I didn't come in here at all during half term, because we didn't have any like reoccurring tasks or anything like that. But I have gone in, checked against my monthly calendar, and input all of the like recurring tasks, school trips, functions we need to go to, cases, GCSEs are denoted by the dot sticker with the time and what it is next to it. So I do have a snapshot of the week all in one in here. And then I've got my social media planner in the back here. I've got my purchases, again, not very good at coming in and filling this in. I've got a reading log, I haven't read for a while, and I've got some notes. Now, as much as I love this, and I do love this, and I especially loved it more when it was like all new and I was setting it all up, I would like to be able to still have this in a bound book. And I'm very much aware that it's my own inability to forward plan. Like, I've got to get it out of my head that things need to be decorated. So I have got a few ideas of like things to try to get this planner into a bound book. But as it stands, you know, this is what I'm using. This is the first place I come to when I write in my monthlies and things like that. So I know that everything's in one place. I do use sticky notes as well as like to-dos. And yeah, so that is my Happy Planner Mini, which I'm loving right now. So next we will go into my N1. This, like, I love standard size. I've been a standard size girly for a while. I was cutting, well, I was a B6 Stalogy standard girl. Then I was cutting the A5s down to standard size, and I just absolutely loved it. And then ever since Sterling Ink came out with like standard size planners, I've tried the vertical, the horizontal, everything. I've just loved it. So in here, I'm just putting my steps. I can go back and do that. That's not a problem. I can get that information from my watch. I was doing, I tracked my period. I also tracked my sleep in here. I tend not to come back here now because the stuff is in other places. But if I was to get another one of these next year, so I'm just going back to January in here. Yeah, if I was to use this again next year, then I would really have to think about what I'm tracking where. So this is December's calendar. I was using it as a functional as well as a YouTube, which is what I'm thinking about putting back in here. This is March, this is April with a gorgeous colour calf kit, and this is May. Again, I just put in functional, and then I need to set up for June. But I am thinking of putting the social media calendar back into here, because that gives the monthly, so I can put the functional section of the Happy Planner Mini in here and the YouTube section in here if I choose to. So that is the monthlies in here, and I just clip everything together with a clip just to keep it together. And I need to set that up. And then, right, with the weeks, I've been dipping in and out. I haven't really found like a purpose. I was trying to use it as a functional planner initially, and even though I was writing down my recurring tasks and thing there, my to-do list, I wasn't coming in it until I could decorate the weekly. So that means I wasn't forward planning. So I wouldn't go here and write something in, or go there and write something in. Whereas in the Happy Planner I do. And I just don't understand what that mental block is. But yeah, I track all of this in my B6. I don't need a list of to-dos or anything like that. But I have found a way to keep on top of this. So I used it like that for a while, and then I kind of fell off it. I fell off it even more when I did do the Happy Planner, because I was like, I don't need it for anything. Then I thought I would use it as like a gratitude log, so I just set up this weekly page, and I thought I was going to come in and say something I'm grateful for every day. That didn't stick, just not on my radar. And then I thought, right, let's turn it and try like a little horizontal, vertical layout, see how that goes. I was writing down everything in my morning routine. I was going to write my meals and things like that, and I was like, no, I don't really like that, because I'm doing it other ways, other places. Then I decided on this kind of layout. Now, I did explain in my, as I was setting up my monthlies, which you will see tomorrow, but I first started filming before this, so I will explain it again. Lately I've just, mental health wise, I've not been in a good place. It's not that anything bad is happening or anything. It's just I suffer with borderline personality disorder, and I have bipolar traits as well. Mainly the massive highs and the massive lows. Mainly like some manic depressive as well from complex PTSD. So when my mood starts to dip, it dips bad and it dips fast. And there's a lot of things that are going on inside me that I really struggle to say. Like, I'll go days, like last week I felt so sorry for Chris, because there was like about 2 or 3 days where I just didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk, I didn't want to be touched. I just was in my room. That was it. I was in my room. I could not do or focus on anything, and it's so hard to explain to someone who doesn't have, like, Chris knows it now, but it's still, I think it's still difficult for him to understand. Like, I don't understand it half the time. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I fix this? But I just need to be aware that, you know, there's a chemical imbalance in my brain, and, you know, medication helps. But I've been on this medication for so long, guys, like 10 years. So it's going to stop working at some point. So I wanted to really track everything, like my sleep, my energy, my mood, my anxiety. Like, I show this in tomorrow's video as well. So I'm sorry for duplicating, but I just wanted to get it in here. I've gone in the back of my B6 and I've done massively in-depth trackers in here as well, and instead of just like guessing, say, a mood or your energy or something, I've gone in and wrote down the specific, this is from a bipolar website, and they show you how to do like a really in-depth tracking, which is what I'm doing. So instead of just rating my mood, no, today was all right, out of 1 to 3, I've literally got a scale from 10 to 1, 10 being like manic, euphoric, extremely happy, and 1 being severely depressed, you know, thoughts of self-harm and everything in between. Anxiety is the same, 10 panic, extreme anxiety, full-blown panic attack, 1 completely calm. Energy, peak energy, like bursting with energy, top form, down to completely drained, can't think of anything. And then each day I will come on and I will mark those, as well as this section here. I will bring it up in case you want to screenshot it. So we've got this section here, which if I feel any of these in a day, I draw around the box, and then I'm going to pick 3 colours for high, medium and low, and I will colour in which one it's referenced to. Then at least I've got all this data to share with my mental health professionals when needed, because like, if I say, when I go for my meeting, I'm like, oh, I've been having quite a few panic attacks, and they'll say, well, when, where, at least I can show them when my panic attacks were, how much sleep I'd had, how my anxiety was, my energy, my mood. I can give them all this information. Now, I know I'm not the best at keeping on top of trackers, and even though I've got trackers in my front tracker page, which I am really good at coming to, I thought sometimes I might just fall off it, or sometimes when I'm so down, so down, the only planner that I will even contemplate going is this, because I literally just have to write down what I'm doing. Even if it's nothing much, I just have to write down that. So I thought if I set this up as that, so I've got everything in there, like sleep, energy, mood, anxiety. I thought I'd put my meals here, kind of, this is a normal rate my day, but I'd go into more detail like I did in there. And then on the left hand side, just a tiny little snippet of what I was doing that day. Just so, like, if I have 3 like really severe days in a row, I can come here and we can have a look and see what it is. So you will see me probably setting up these pages, setting up the trackers, but not so much the information that's in it, because it's going to be a lot more personal in there. And I thought if I get the information down somewhere, I can back plan into my B6. So that's what I'm hoping to do in there. So we'll go to, say, we'll just do April and May. So yeah, in here I set up a cover page and I literally write the date and rapid log what I've done that day. This then helps me with like memory planning, or just in general to know where I've been or what I've done that day. I use predominantly Graceful Muse Paperie, Harriet Wright Designs, Colour Calf. I also use I can't think, Little Balloon Paperie. There's quite a few ones that I will use like over and over again, kits, because they work in this style of planning and I really enjoy it. Sometimes I do things big. Sometimes there's loads of stuff, sometimes there's just a couple of stuff. This was me trying to write down some mood scales, but I needed to get deeper than that. And then this is the end of May, which hasn't got the 1st of June, that's on the next page. So that is this planner, and I really do like that planner. And if I can like find other uses for the other sections, you know, I'm pretty much definitely going to stay in that. So this is my baby, this is my new B6 planner that I've set up for you guys. Now I'm kicking myself because I kept saying to myself, I haven't got enough, like I don't want to put the pressure on the A5 size of a planner. Oh my god guys, when I say I have regrets about not getting an A5 instead of a B6, I have regrets. Like I've been on all the buy sell trades, I'm like, has anybody got an A5 undated sterling ink planner that they want to sell to me? Because like that I think is where the sweet spot is. But I am loving using the B6. I'm not sure if I'll use it again next year or if I'll use the A5. So I haven't really done much here. Here I've been doing trackers. On this side I have been doing, I need to do May's measurements. I normally do them at the end of the month, which is really, really weird, but that's what I've been doing. And then I'm writing in things here that I want to like remember when I'm doing my monthly reset. So it should become, wow. It could be something I'm watching or listening to or something that I've bought or anything. It's just really quick to come back here and write it down. My trackers are self-explanatory. These are things that I want to make sure that I'm doing in the day, just as a bare minimum. I want to achieve these things: teeth, skincare, dressed, filling my mood trackers, journal, vitamins, teeth, skincare. Like if I can get these done, the basics are done. I was using this as a little mood and anxiety tracker, but again, it didn't have the information that I needed, didn't have all the information. So this is how the monthly for May turned out. I've got my little one line a day. The one thing I don't like about this is nothing pops out. So you have to read every single day to get the highlight, and that's kind of not what I want. So I think next month, I won't show you that because I've filmed that for you to see, but I think next month I really want things to pop rather than not. So big update, I've back planned from the 1st of January. Now I wasn't going to do that, and like I'm kind of kicking myself because I've got my A5 Hobonichi, and I was like, my original thought when I got this planner is I was just going to start the weeklies from where I was. If I thought I was going to back plan from January, I'm like, why the bloody hell haven't I done it in here? Why didn't I just jump back in here? I don't know. It was the dates. It's the dated dailies that get me. And I know I can wipe them out and I don't have to use them. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know. But I did. I back planned in here. And I used kits. I used journaling kits. I did try some like cousin kits and things like that. I'm kind of, all I did really was copy from the rapid login in my M1 and throw a few stickers on the page. And this isn't really how I intend to plan going forward, but we'll get to that. So this week was, I was in hospital. This is when I got taken. I went to hospital on the Sunday. I got transferred to a different hospital on the Monday. I was in hospital all this week. I was in hospital all this week, and then I used this Home Sweet Home kit from Harriet Wright Designs because I got home on the Tuesday, so just over 2 weeks I was in hospital for, and then I was in bed for quite a lot. I wasn't really doing much. I absolutely love this kit from Harriet Wright Designs. I use it again further on. This is a Little Bloom Paperie. She's not been very well, Little Bloom Paperie, bless her. And for about a year now, I think it's a year, I've had so much of her stuff, guys. So much of her stuff. And she asked me to stop using it because she was getting inundated with orders, and she couldn't keep up. But I'm allowed to share now, guys, and you're allowed to buy. So use my discount code, go there. She does 2 for 2 as well. She does some amazing 2 for 2s. and I love her kits, everything. So this is a Little Bloom Paperie one. This is a Graceful Muse. This is a Hobonichi cousin kit, but I've kept it as the cousin size boxes. They're like 2 boxes over what the size of a normal box is. I had a hair fitting. I do try and put like highlights, make them pop a bit, or put them on a sticker. So I was in court this day, so I was giving my evidence. It was Valentine's Day. It wasn't the greatest week. I used 4 boxes all along the bottom. I just wanted to get use out of some of my kits. This was an Albie Planning Co one. She's no longer open, which I'm absolutely gutted about because I absolutely love her stuff. I've still got loads of her stuff that I'm going to use as well because I love it. This is some more of that Harriet Wright Designs Home Sweet Home kit. This is when the jury went out for their deliberation on my case. This a Little Bloom Paperie again, using some morning routine stickers and then just putting in the places that I've been. This is when I ordered my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for my vlogging. Yeah, loads of nice memories in here. This is when it was delivered. I had a new MacBook on this day. We got a Shark Hoover. I was really liking the chicken gyros, Harriet Wright Designs delivery. Just nice, kind of like winter boots, Casey's college interview. What I'm eating sprinkled in there sometimes, what I'm filming, all things like that. This kit is not 100% sure, can't remember. This, I love this kit so much. I've got the remainder of this kit and then I've got it again. What I'm finding is using full kits is too much. I don't like it. And this just writing down style, it feels very repetitive to my N1. But because I had so many weeks to do, this was the easiest way to do it. But I just loved this week how this turned out. And then I didn't have any information in my M1 about Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so I just decorated it. I was like, I'm not going to miss the week just because, you know, I didn't do anything there. I still want to record the rest of my week. This one, what week was this? Starbucks. Oh, we went to Birmingham again. This was for the victim impact statements. So we were away this week and I did some filming when we got back. This is another Little Bloom Paperie kit. I just love it. This was the week we were away at Haven. So I've just put some of the highlights of the things that we did while we were away. Really like that. Carried on using the same kit because I had so much of it. Didn't do anything on Wednesday. Didn't do anything on Saturday and Sunday. So again, just decorated them. I'm happy with blank space, don't get me wrong. But if I've got the stickers, I may as well put the stickers in. So this is Loki's birthday week. He was 8 on May the 4th. So I put that in there. And then this week and this week I've decorated, but I haven't planned. Now my intention was the kind of planning that I want to do, and I don't know, I can't remember whose this is, and I feel really bad because I took a screenshot off a YouTube video, and I really liked the way that, you know, there's no kit per se used here. There's washi, there's stickers, there's boxes that some fit in the boxes, some fit out the boxes. I just like how this looks, character sticker driven kind of planning. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to, well, I have decided going forward, I want to kind of try this kind of memory planning instead of like using kits. So use icons and things instead. And I'm going to see how that goes and if I can keep up with that. Also, my plan is going forward, which seems really counterproductive, but in my head it's making sense. So, you know, I said earlier that we're in June now, Becky. You know, I said earlier that I wanted to kind of come up with a planner to use, to not have to use the disc planner because I like things in bound books. Well, my plan was to but I've tried to do it before and I didn't keep up with it because of the daily pages, and I couldn't keep up with 2 daily pages. But in here, I'm not bothered about the daily pages at all. I'm not going to touch them. This is just a little experiment that I want to do going forward. So I will be filming like a forward plan with me in these, and the idea is to try and be a couple of weeks ahead. So like you will see me set up like a basic spread, and then I'll put in things from my monthly. So it makes sense in my head and I know what I mean, and quite a few people do it. Use their, it's basically using your planner as a planner instead of a memory keeper is what I can't understand why I can do it in here but I can't do it in a bound book. So I need to try, and because I'm not using this book for anything else, I'm like, I need to try and kind of like forward plan in here, and then I can come in and fill the blanks. So this one is going to stay as like a memory planner. So they are going to have the same information in eventually, but I'm just trying out 2 different ways of planning and which one I prefer, or whether I still prefer both, and I'm going to do both types of planning in the future. So I'm looking forward to getting back into the cousin to do like a weekly plan with me. I can come in and like, I want to, the problem with me is I haven't got like a work schedule. I haven't got like 9 till 5. I don't really have appointments very often. So pre-planning a whole week, I'm like, well, what am I going to put on there? But I can put on here, you know, the kids' recurring tasks, my morning routine, as if like this was my only planner. I want to treat the weekly as if this was my only planner. So not thinking that I've got like a monthly in my M1 or a monthly in my discs or anything like that. I want this to be a snapshot of my week, and I want to try anyway. I'm not sure, I'll try a couple of weeks before like I officially film one or something, but it's just where my head's at the minute. And because like we're nearing like the end of June will obviously be planner chats, updates about you know, the first half of the year and how it's going and things like that. So yeah, I wanted to try a few different things. That's why I've gone into my N1 and I'm using the weekly section to delve in a bit more into my like mental health, because I'm thinking if I can hold that information somewhere, then you know that's perfect. Also, I've also got like, I don't know why, but I've got a take a note. Randomly I had the idea of setting this up and using it. It's brand new. It's a take a note planner, and I can't think of any way to use this right now as a functional purpose, so I might sell that. I've also got this B6 planner from, I always butcher, Alia Ryaz from Instagram. I always butcher her name. Look at this. This is bloody gorgeous. It's a floppy B6 planner, and all I've done is stuck this bit of vellum in here, which was, it was from a Advent, I don't know, and then this planner belongs to from Graceful Muse Paperie, and the squares are like tiny, and I've got this and I'm like, I really want to start writing in this. Like I really want to. Imagine chunking this up. Like seriously guys, imagine chunking that up. She writes in hers like every day, and I have got this planner cover which will fit it. So I bought this when I was thinking that I wanted to try personal rings, but then my gorgeous subscriber sent me loads of like Vanderspecs and Gillios and stuff, and I was like blown away. So this cover isn't a B6 size cover, but it will fit this in. It'll fit it in with like loads of room to spare as well. But yeah, I really do want to start writing in this. I do. But let's get back to the B6 because I'm not finished. I've got to show you daily pages. Here, there and everywhere. So we started this in May. We set up the cover page and I started in May. I really like this cover page. And guys, I have been consistent in this every single day. Right, initially I was journaling. I was just journaling, and then I was like, nothing standing out. Like whenever I look back on all my previous planners, I like it when things pop when you can see. So I started to try and get things to stand out. So I know that that was Loki's birthday. And I do get into it a bit more as it goes on. I received some new Uggs, but they were broken. I was talking about, I want to write like my story, my life story. And I was just like, should I write my story? Cleaning so needed. So I can just glance at that. Hate my handwriting, new pen, the weather there because it was nice. It was just little things that stand out, and then just put in like a little gap between. There was a little quote there. Don't allow your life force to drain away with the things you once loved. And then I asked the tarot cards, what should I stop avoiding? And I got judgment. And I was like, oh, great. And then I wrote down what my perfect day was. If I could achieve like my perfect day, what would I do? And it was everything that I'd want to do in my perfect day. And it's like achievable things. It's not like as a millionaire. It's like literally I could do these things now. This is just what I want to be able to do. And for some reason I can't do it because mentally I can't. I just, yeah. We had a kitchen change around. Well, Chris did. We didn't like it at first, but it's growing on me, but we're moving soon, so. I picked a card every week, and then at the end of the week, I wanted to know what all the cards meant together, so I did a little research on that. I put Dyslexia's call, Willow's call, because that was the day she had her little test. I received another pair of Uggs, but they didn't fit me, so I had to send them back again. So I sent them back again. This is all about me asking the tarot cards if Chris was going to get the job, and they were very, very negative. So I was under the impression that he wasn't going to get this job, and it kind of threw me mentally. I haven't touched my tarot cards for about a week since, because it kind of threw me a little bit mentally when he did get the job, but then the tarot cards kept being negative about the job, and I was just like, oh my God, are we making a massive mistake? Should we do something else? Yada yada. It just threw me a bit. So Chris posted the Uggs. Yeah, and I put here, didn't think I could fill a cousin daily page, but now writing more than ever. Don't understand why the cousin doesn't work for me. Because like on this day, Friday the 16th, I wrote all that, and there. And then Saturday I just wrote that. It was just like, it was crazy. Like some days I have so much to say. Went out for a day date with Chris, we had cheeky Nando's. Casey sunbathing, do I have hay fever? Because my eyes kept streaming. Chris had a sickness bug. And it kind of brings me back, and I kind of remember things from when I look at these. These, I used a couple of journaling prompts from, like, I found these, I have had them ages. But it's made me go back onto the Every Minute a Story website and want to order everything. I've got these like weekly reflection journaling prompts. So I just used two because I was like really down. And the first one was, what was the most challenging thing for me this week? And how can I improve next week? And yeah, it was just me talking about that, which was fun. This day, I found out Chris will be getting the job and we'll be moving. Again, that gave me a complete meltdown, so I had to like word vomit all my thoughts down here. I was getting so annoyed with YouTube, guys. They've done something with their adverts, and there's adverts. So I started the YouTube Premium. I've got a 2-month free trial, and then if I want to keep it, it's $11.99 after. And I'm like, the amount that I'm on YouTube, I'd rather cancel some of my other ones and keep the YouTube one, because I can't cope with the amount of bloody adverts that they're putting in. Finally got my Uggs, and they fit, and I love them. That was like sticker worthy related. Casey's last day at school, apart from 9 GCSEs. And then another card reading. Sterling Ink were having a sale. I was like itching about buying something, but I didn't buy anything in the end. Yeah, so I didn't buy anything. And I was so proud of myself. Anxiety sucks, obviously really anxious. And then this was half term. I couldn't do an M, obviously. This was bank holiday, and I would definitely need to work on lettering. Carpet cleaning day. Yeah, fun. Absolutely love this kit from Graceful Muse. I've bought it quite a few times. Had my first Infinite Lotus sub box, which I still need to do a haul for. I did really like that. I'm not sure, like, they're expensive. The old Infinite Lotus and Cloth and Paper sub box, they're expensive, guys. They're expensive. Payday. Oh, I put vanilla iced latte and then was like, actually it was a caramel. I can make my own iced lattes at home now. I've found all the ingredients that I like. Chris took the kids to Inflator Nation and to the Suffolk Show on this day. I was in bed. I put here, nothing changes if nothing changes, because I was just so sick. I've been stuck in this bunk. Like, I was literally, I just hate it. Willow came downstairs because there was a spider. I'm like, well, I hate spiders as well. So I put we hate spiders to remind me that I hate spiders. I don't need a reminding. This, I've decorated and left blank because this is where I'm going to do my monthly reset. So yeah, that is May flipping flopping in my planners. I'm really happy with how May's turned out. I say I want a 2024 sterling ink full year, but do you know what? I probably don't, because, you know, I can just keep using this. I can back planning this. I've got the cousin that I can try and use that, because my idea was to get the A5 sterling ink next year. So I thought if I could try some like A5, what is wrong with my brain? A5 layouts and stuff like that in the Hobonichi, then I can get on top of whether I'm going to stick with the B6 size or whether I'm going to go back to, I mean, I was gutted that I didn't keep up in this. I've done some, I could just jump back into it, but I'm not double journaling and I really want to fill this one. So yeah, I just want to use it for like weeklies and see how I get on. And then what I've decided with this one is after I've done my journaling, because lately I've just been feeling like I want to write. So after I've done my journaling, if I still get the feeling that I want to write, I'm going to come in here and write. And also as well, when I get like favourite stickers, like every now and again there'll be a sheet and on it will be like my ultimate favourite sticker or something like that. These two came in the Graceful Muse Paperie subscription box for this month, and they're absolutely stunning. And like, I don't want to put too much decoration on these pages, but like that just looks absolutely stunning there, doesn't it? Like, and then I can use this on like another page and just minimal decoration. But I want to start collecting those pieces to go in here because I really want to start writing this. It's not going to fill itself, so I need to pull my finger out and get into that. So yeah, that is where I'm at with all my planners. That's my little plan flip through, planner chat. Like I said, it's probably going to be a bit repetitive tomorrow when you see the monthly lineup, because I went over a couple of things twice. But all in all, I'm happy with where I am. Like, I could definitely carry on with these. Like, there's no problem. I just wish that I could get this into something, because as much as I did enjoy like finding all the stuff, setting it up, it is quite expensive to maintain and to keep. I absolutely love this weekly overview. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm like, surely I can make that overview. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, Becky, get a grip. Anyway, if you've made it to the end of this video, then thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, you're going to have a few videos up this week because I am getting back into my filming rhythm. And yeah, I hope you're having a good start of the week, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.